Hello and welcome back to all my crypto maniacs out there. How are you doing today? Today we're going to be looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we're also going to be checking some other coins that has been requested by my subscribers in the previous video. So if you want me to do technical analysis on any other coin that you want to know about, just leave it in the comments down below and we'll do the technical analysis in the next video. Well, first of all, let's look at Bitcoin, but before we start, I do have to put out a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and anything I say in doing these videos is for entertainment purposes only, so please be smart and do your own research before you put any of your hard money into these volatile markets. Now, let's jump into Bitcoin. Bitcoin had quite a crazy rally to the upside. I believe this was about 40%. If you look from this bottom all the way up, it's just above 40%, which is crazy. Trading this on leverage would bring you some crazy profits, but let's look into a little bigger picture. Right now we can see that right now we are in some sort of this rising wedge formation, which is still bullish because we are creating higher highs and higher lows. So until we break this previous low here, I would still remain bullish. I would love to see a nice bounce off of this support all the way up to about this $64,000 level, which would be our biggest resistance, and we're going to be looking at that on the daily chart. Let's just look at the exponential moving average ribbon on the 4 hourly. They are still bullish. We are finding some support here, which looks incredible. Let's look at the moving average ribbons. Let's remove this, and we can see they are forming a nice bullish pattern here, which is also pretty nice. There's not much to say. We are in a bullish formation right now. Unless we break this bottom at around $53,000 level, I would still remain short-term bullish on this coin. Let's look at the daily chart, and at the daily, it does look incredible. We did break our previous lower high here, which means we are creating higher highs, and we did create higher lows, which is incredible, which means that we are forming some sort of a bullish formation, and we can see that volume is spiking up a bit. It's still nothing too crazy, but it is increasing, which is good to see, and I am expecting to have another rally to this bull market, so it's quite as expecting right now. We can see that we did find some support at around $30,000 level. We had a bounce all the way up to $50,000 level, then we found support and we bounced off of it. And if we measure this with our Fibonacci lines, we can see that we did find support at the 0.5 Fibonacci line right here. And if we are measuring this move from the very top to the bottom, we can see that there was some support at the 0.382. We did break it, however we managed to break back above it, and right now we are battling this 0.786 Fibonacci extension at $57,000 level. If we break this, our next target would be around $64,000 level, which would be our previous all-time high, and if we break that, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin go above $87,000 level. So everything looks incredible right now. If you're looking at exponential moving average ribbons, we did shortly break below this, but we didn't manage to find much resistance here. We then again broke to the upside. We are now again in the bullish formation here for the exponential moving average ribbon, and hopefully we are going to continue to the upside. However, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some resistance here, then see a small dump and find support on these ribbons around $50,000 level. This is also corresponds with these candles here, which gives us a nice support. If you look at this, we have some support here, some support here, here. So this would be a nice retest of our previous resistance as support, which would be incredible to see. Let's look at the daily. Let me go to another chart, and as we can see, we did form here this falling wedge. We broke it to the upside, and right now we are on our way to the upside. But let me just put moving average ribbons and we can see that we are turning bullish. We did have bullish cross here, a bullish cross here, and then we had a golden cross here. This is when the 50-day moving average crosses 200-day moving average, and we are right now extremely bullish. If this cross happens here on the shorter term, this is the 21-day moving average crossing 50-day moving average to the upside, we could see another pump to the upside, which could bring us all the way up to this $60,000, $63,000, $64,000 level right here, our previous all-time high. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this bull rally continue. And of course, if we are looking at this in even bigger picture, we can see that we did form some sort of a W here, or you could say it is a cup and handle, and we did break our form right here, which means we could still go up, create a new support at around this $53,000 level, which would be a retest of our neckline of this W or a cup and handle, whichever you prefer. And this would bring us a target of, let me just measure this from our bottom to our top, and we bring it all the way up. This would also bring us to this $76,000 level, which is incredible. And if you're looking, this would be about 35% from where we are right now. If we go down and retest this neckline as support, this would be about 40% pump to the upside. And if you are trading this on the leverage, this would be about 440% on 10x leverage. But of course, leverage trading is for experienced traders only. If you're not experienced trader, please stick to the spot trading. It will do you much more good until you get a bit more experienced. Let's jump to weekly just quickly, because we are looking at a bigger terms here, bigger time frames. So we don't want to do all that daily shit right now. So let's look at this, and we can see that we did came close to this 0.618 golden pocket here, which we were close, so we could count this as a nice support. Then we bounced to the upside and now retested 0.0382 as support, which is incredible. The next resistance would be around this $65,000 level, and if we break that to the upside, and this would bring us about, let me just draw this contra, like you can do it like this. If you go to the AB equals CD pattern here, this would bring us to around $89,000 level, which also corresponds with our previous 1.618 extension of our fib line. Everything looks good. We look at the weekly moving average ribbons, and we are finding quite nice support here. Not much to say. We talked about this in the previous videos. We did find some support on this exponential moving average ribbons, so the bounce to the upside was expected. And let's look at the sorry, let's jump to another chart. I think this one is a bit bigger. Yeah, and we can look at the weekly. We can see that we did find quite nice support at this 21-week moving average ribbon, which is incredible. This 21-week moving average ribbon acted as support in our previous bull markets quite nicely. You can see that we had multiple bounces off of this line here, multiple bounces off this line here. So it looks incredible. It looks extremely bullish. So I'm remaining bullish, and I'm probably not going to be selling much Bitcoin until we break at least $100,000. Now, I wouldn't be surprised to see Ethereum go at least to $4,000 level, which is our all-time high, and be surprised to see Ethereum go at least to $4,000 level, which is our all-time high, and breaking level, which is our all-time high, and breaking that level, which is our all-time high, and breaking that, which is our all-time high. $4,000 level, which is our surprised to see Ethereum go at least to $4,000 level, which is our all-time high, and breaking that, this would be again extremely bullish. It's quite nice formation here for Ethereum, so there's not much to tell. We're just gonna see what happens. I am holding Ethereum. I'm gonna keep hold Ethereum for a long term, so this is all what we can say about Ethereum right now. Sorry, I'm a little bit in a hurry, so I'm gonna do this technical analysis a bit quicker. We can see that we did find some support at these horizontal lines that we drew quite a while ago at around $1,700 and $1,900 level. And since then we haven't seen this level for a while. We can check our Fibonacci lines and again something like this. We did find support at our golden pocket. If you were trading this golden pocket, this would be about 37% to the upside. Still not as much as Bitcoin, but it's pretty much, you know, pretty much. So if you do want to trade, you can join via the links below. You can trade on Phemex or Bybit. You have links down below on which you receive additional bonus once you deposit your funds, and you can use that bonus to trade without risking any of your own capital, which is basically risk-free trade. But again, leverage trading is for experienced traders only, so please be smart and do your own research and before you put any of your money into these volatile markets. Now, the first coin that has been requested by my subscriber was BNB. Looking at the BNB, you can already see that I did draw a nice bull flag here. And I just removed this. This is our previous pump. So looking at the daily, we are having quite nice bullish flag here, which looks incredible, to be honest. And if we do break to the upside, we still didn't break. We still need a break to the upside and a nice confirmation before we can go into any trade on BNB, because we are not trading hype, we are trading confirmations. So let's put a bit like this. I think this wasn't drawn on logarithmic, but I'm gonna stay on logarithmic right now just for this purpose. And as you can see, if we measure this move, if we break to the upside and have a nice retest of this pattern, I'm gonna enter a long trade, and my price target, let's say we break somewhere around here, then my price target would be somewhere around $944. Let me just draw it like this. This would be my first target. But then again, we can look at this whole pole, because if this is a bull flag, we know that bull flag usually continues up the measure move from our breakout point. So if we go all the way down from here, this was our breakout point of our previous all-time high. You go to our new all-time high, and then we measure this from the exact same point. We can see that this could bring us all the way up to $1,150. So this would be my second target for BNB. Let me remove this. This would be my two targets where I would be taking a lot of profits out of this trade. But then if we look at this measured move, let's go with the trend-based Fibonacci line. We're gonna go with the trend-based Fibonacci extension. So I apologize, everything's a bit blurry right now. And first of all, we're gonna go from this short term from our top to the bottom to our top, and see how we are respecting supports right now. And there is not much to tell. We did respect this 0.382 right now a bit, which is quite nice. We could go down and retest this line again before we continue to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised about that. If we take a normal measured move from our top to our bottom, we can see that we are right now supported by this 0.382 Fibonacci line, which is incredible. And we can see that this normal Fibonacci line is respected a bit more. We did find some support here, and right now we are finding some resistance on 0.5, but I wouldn't be surprised if we have another bounce to the upside, break this line, and then golden pocket would be our next resistance. If we break golden pocket, my next target would be this $944. We also have $1,000 right here, which is a huge psychological resistance. And then I would be looking at these targets around $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 for BNB if we continue this bull run to the upside. Then again, Let's go back and let me check this trend base from our previous bottom at around here to our top. This is not going to be exact, because if I wanted to be completely exact, I would have to put a magnet on, but let's check it just like this, and we can see that our first target is corresponding with one trend-based Fibonacci line here. So this would be a nice target. Then again, the second target would correspond with 1.272 Fibonacci line. And then again, we can look at our targets just like this. We have 1.618 Fibonacci extension line, which would be a nice point to take some profits at around 1,300. And then we have this 2.6 and 2.3 Fibonacci line at around 1,880 to $2,000 level, and so on, all the way up to $3,450. This is gonna be for BNB. The second coin that has been requested is ADA, and I already did some technical analysis on ADA. I'm not gonna go much into it. We can see that we did measure these time frames, which were corresponding perfectly. We can see that we had a nice pump to the upside here, another pump to the upside here, dump here, we had another dump here. So if everything is going to be correct, I do expect that this 2.382 Fibonacci line is going to hold. So we might go down and retest this line as a support again, and then we can have a pump all the way up to about 1.618 Fibonacci line at 4.95, almost $5 by the 15th of December. I wouldn't be surprised if this happened. This would be by the time frames that I have drawn here. So let's hope that this happens. We can also look at let's see if I have another painting, no drawing. This is already some resistance and supports here. Let me just remove this, remove drawings, and let's look on the shorter term. It's not shorter term, we are looking at the daily, so don't expect this to happen by tomorrow. And we're gonna go from our bottom to our top, and again we did find some nice support just above our golden pocket here, and we are now consolidating. If this volume comes in and we break this 0.382 with a candle close here, I wouldn't be surprised to see ADA going back to about $3 and even further. And if you are looking this as an AB equals CD pump, this would be somewhat around here, which would give bring us all the way up to $4. This is pretty much it. Let's look at the trend-based Fibonacci extension. Here we're gonna go from this bottom to this top, and then all the way down to the bottom. And again, we are right now consolidating below this previous resistance, which turned now into previous support that turned into resistance again. And if we do manage to break above, I would be looking at 0.382 right here at around $2.7 as resistance. Next resistance would be around 3.2, and if we break this 3.2, I would be looking at this 4.6 or 5.3 all the way up to about $7.5 by the end of this bull market. If we peak above, this wouldn't surprise me, because if we manage to pump this high, there will be a lot of hype in the market, so everybody would be jumping in. So I would be looking this as a base resistance, but the ADA could pump, could wick all the way up to about $9 to $10 here, which would be again incredible. And again, this would be, let's say we go in after we break 0.618 Fibonacci line here, this would be at least 115%. Trading that on 10x leverage, this would be about 1,150% profit on this trade, all the way up to about almost 2,000% profit on 10x leverage. Again, if you want to trade on leverage and you are an experienced trader, please you can join down the link below. You can help out this channel by joining. You get additional bonus. I believe it's about above $2,000 $2,000 bonus for Bybit and Phemex together, so you can join and you can trade with that bonus without risking any of your own capital. So this is ADA, and the last coin that has been requested was VChain. I think I have it here. There we go. And VChain, it is forming some sort of a bull flag here. It's not as beautiful as Bitcoins, but we could draw it something like this, and maybe like this. Something like this would be nice. I think this would be it. And if this breaks to the upside again, VChain has a lot of potential here. If we measure this move, this would bring us about what is 36 cents. Again, this would be quite a nice bump to the upside to about 150%. Sorry, I'm a little bit in a hurry, so I'm trying to do this a bit quicker. Let's look at the trend-based Fibonacci extension lines, and once we break 0.618, we do have a lot of resistance before that, but if we do break this 0.618, I would be looking at 76 cent as my 70 cents just as a base resistance for this bull market. But again, it could wick all the way up to about $1. And again, this would be an incredible trade. If we go from our breakout point all the way up, this would be all the way up to 650%. Trading that on about 10x leverage, this would be 6,050% pump to the upside. But again, don't expect this to happen tomorrow. I would expect this bull market to end somewhere in December, maybe January, which would still be about 90 to 80 days away from now. Even further, actually we're in October, so we have a good 2 months to go. And trust me, once the hypermarket starts, everything's gonna go crazy. Everybody's gonna be jumping in. The news gonna start covering every single coin that's gonna be pumping, especially Bitcoin, and there's gonna be a lot of euphoria and FOMO in the market. So the last pump is gonna be fast, crazy and fast. So this is gonna be it for today. I hope I brought some of the new ideas to you, some technical analysis that you wanted. If not, leave the specifics of what you want to know in the comments down below, and I can do a technical analysis in depth. The next video I can go in a special I can do a special video on these coins and technical analysis, especially on these coins. But for now, this is going to be it. I hope you enjoyed. If you do like, destroy the like button, click subscribe and notification button to be notified as soon as I post my next video. See you guys next time.